It means consciousness as the source of God is doing the talking through one instrument, listening through another human instrument, talking through that instrument, listening through this instrument. And that is, based on that, I had my concept of enlightenment. That is another point I came to. I was seeking enlightenment, as if enlightenment was a certified event. I wanted, what is enlightenment? As if it's a certified event. Now I came to know that enlightenment can only be a concept, an individual concept, my concept of enlightenment. What is my concept of enlightenment? Based on this, my concept of enlightenment means everything in the world is a happening according to God's will or cosmic law. How each happening affects whom, for better or worse? A happening helps someone or a happening hurts someone. That also is according to the cosmic law. And through which body-mind instruments the happening happens, which the society calls your action, my action, or his action, or her action, is also according to cosmic law. No human being is capable of doing anything. Total acceptance of this concept is enlightenment. My second question, more important. What will enlightenment do for me that I didn't have before? And the answer is, the happiness that I get by accepting totally, I cannot be the doer, nor can you be the doer, means immediately the total collapse of the load of guilt and shame I have been carrying for my actions which have hurt the others, and the bigger load of hatred for others for their actions in hurting me. The entire load of hatred, hatred for myself for hurting others, and the much bigger load of hatred for others for hurting me, the entire load of hatred disappears. And that is the load of hatred, which was the suffering, which had the power to shatter my happiness of the moment, pleasure of the moment, or intensify my pain of the moment. I'm enjoying something now, a memory of something I had done to hurt my father, for which he has never forgiven me. A memory of that arises, and my pleasure is shattered, and my pain is intensified. Or something which a personal friend of mine, my brother, did to me, for which I have never really forgiven him. A memory of that incident has the power to increase the intensity of my pain. Once I am able to accept totally, the human being is incapable of doing anything, good or evil. A happening happens, whether it means good thing for someone or bad thing. It's not in his control. He's merely an instrument through which a happening happens, which the society calls my deed, and for which the society rewards us or punishes us. Reward from the society means pleasure, punishment from the society means pain, and that is daily living. See what I mean? So as I say, I pursued enlightenment as the supreme happiness, which is the impression I had been given. I pursued enlightenment as the supreme achievement. Now I came to know, which brought me frustration. Now I know that pursuing happiness, that happiness which I pursue is my very nature. And that depends on my accepting totally. I cannot do anything to hurt anyone. No one can do anything to hurt me. We are all instruments through which the source or consciousness or energy or God functions and brings about whatever is supposed to happen according to a cosmic law. The basis of this, the human brain is incapable of ever knowing the basis. Why? Because the cosmic law concerns the entire universe for all time. The universal law, the cosmic law, does not concern only one planet in one solar system, among thousands of solar systems, and 6 billion little atoms in that planet. Therefore, what happens is thy will, or according to cosmic law. We cannot question it, we have to accept it. If we are able to accept it, that is enlightenment, that means happiness, that means the end of suffering. The suffering being that which intensifies the pain of the moment and shatters the pleasure of the moment. Okay, Daniel. So, any question? Suresh, give this as a basis of the pursuit of happiness, along with others which you may have collected. Okay? The audio one. Yes, only he's only concerned with the audio.
Question that comes up is...
Yes, go ahead, please.
After knowing this, that is actually...
The only point is the acceptance of this concept must be total.
What is the practical way you suggest to totally accept?
Yes.
In our nature, it's hard to trust and accept and be totally devoted.
So what you're saying is, Daniel is not sure whether his acceptance would ever be total. Is that?
That's true. Yeah.
Intellectually, Daniel, intellectually, even a damn fool will accept totally, accept intellectually this concept, because it means the end of the suffering.
I have no problem accepting it intellectually.
Therefore, the question is, how can my intellectual acceptance become total acceptance? Since you are not the doer, there is nothing you can do about it. Therefore, it means it can happen only if it is supposed to happen, according to cosmic law and your destiny. Therefore, but a valid question then arises. While I am waiting for something to happen, while I am waiting for God to make up His mind, is there not something I can do as a spiritual practice? You have been doing some spiritual practices now. What practices have you been doing? Meditation.
Meditation, yoga.
So, your question is, now knowing that nothing I can do because I am not the doer, what do I do about the various medicine, spiritual practices I have been doing? Valid question, isn't it?
It doesn't conflict with the practice, I think.
I'm sorry?
For me, it doesn't conflict with
Why?
the practice.
Why does it conflict? You are not the doer. What's the use of doing?
I find my meditation practice...
I'm sorry?
I find the meditation practice enabling me to surrender and